What's good? Zach's here. So, as Korvac sits there with Shadar, he's overlooking the weapons that he gathered from the other Yautja he fought. And Shadar had spoke up and said, younger, more inexperienced Yautja are used to bringing in more of the advanced weaponry like our plasma cannons. Whereas elites, to get stronger, tend to limit themselves to what they use. Your job is to get stronger. And for this first hunt, we're going to limit you just as the elites do. You are allowed to use your wrist blades that you got off of the other Yautja, and that is it. The target is the third and final predator in that hunting party. It's the observer. He'll be hard to track, hard to find, and absolutely harder to kill. Upon completion of this hunt, you will be recognized as a true Yautja, and you are able to take from him his biomask, which will help with the targeting system, multiple vision modes, and protection from the environment, as well as translation, as well as his cloaking device, which bends the light around you. His medical kit for on the field, on the hunt, healing. And lastly, his self-destruction device. As an official hunt, you are not allowed to come back until you've completed it. Failure means death. You do not stop until you've killed your prey. Yautja are not hunted. Yautja hunt. Korvac stands up and equips the wrist blades onto each wrist. Nods his head in agreement and walks off into the distance. After 3 days of travel, the Yautja has arrived at his destination. He was going to head towards the spot he first saw the Yautja. Korvac believes that if this was the observer of the other Yautja, the best way to try to track him would be first to find the prey that the other Yautja were after. After weeks of searching, Korvac had finally found tracks that appear to be human. A group of 4 walking in the same direction. Korvac proceeds to follow these tracks for half a day before he realizes he's approaching where they're set up. Korvac gets close enough to hear them, but stays out of sight. Climbs on top of a tree with the most coverage and continues to listen. His prey are not the humans, so he has no intention on killing or hunting them. He's looking for the hunter. But days and days go by and he can sense nothing. No one's hunting the humans. After days of listening and watching, he gets impatient. And then it hits him. This was the observer he was hunting. The observer is not there to watch over the prey. The observer was there to watch over the Yautja, the hunters, which would mean that the observer witnessed the battle he had with the other two Yautja, which means he's been watching Korvac this whole time. Korvac stiffens and looks around, eyes scanning. He's no longer focused on the direction of where the humans are. He closes his eyes and lowers his head. He can hear it. A slight, very quiet movement of leaves that are not frantic as if the wind was blowing them, but as if something was slowly creeping closer. Korvac calmly, as to not alert the observer, starts moving away. He sees that there's no way to start a fight with the observer who has the upper hand. He knows the observer can be cloaked. He cannot fight the observer by normal means. And a good hunter always sets a good trap. Korvac spent the last few weeks studying the terrain and learning its area. Korvac heads to a nearby cave that he has scouted and slept in. As he approaches and gets inside, nothing has changed from what he left it. There was a pond in the middle after a long walk through a dark cave hallway. Water dripping from the ceiling. Korvac knew that a long drawn-out battle with a stronger Yautja, who's been in more battles than years he himself has been alive. He needed to end this fight quick and swift, without giving the other Yautja a chance. Korvac knew that the observer has the ability to see different temperatures, so the darkness would not stop him. Korvac needed to try to use his superior hearing in the dark and not rely on his own sight. So Korvac goes right into the water. And quickly places one of his wrist blades on the ground in front of the pond. The observer walked into the cave, approaching the pond in the middle. Before he gets too close, his shoulder cannon appears and shoots the ceiling above the pond, revealing a trap that the observer had placed in that cave before. Korvac, now realizing the observer has been watching him this whole time. It would have been easy for the observer to come here and set a trap while he was out observing the hunt. The cave ceiling collapses, filling up the water that Korvac was within. Well, I appreciate you guys listening in. Next time, we'll continue, and as usual, get good.